Rapid Action Packaging based in Wimbledon. We have a factory over in Ireland. I'm the head of technology and I look after all, well, as the name says, all the technical aspects of our business. If you're seriously interested in what's happening with the planet and how we're going to kind of mitigate some of the things that are happening, then this is a great place to come into and to make some change. You can influence your business to think better about how they do things. Packaging is one of those things that is creating a problem. There's no doubt. You know, a lot of the plastic in the world has come from packaging. And I wouldn't lay the blame at necessarily the northern hemisphere. It's a lot of it's happening down in the south. But then there's a great opportunity there to work for a brand like Nestle and go global and take the experiences from the northern hemisphere to the southern hemisphere to work with people like Plastic Bank, who are thinking about how the recycling models can change and how we can use the plastic as a currency to get people out of poverty. It's all part of the same story. And so it doesn't just have to be about putting a bottle on a shelf. It can be far wider than that through the right networks that you can create. Okay, well, fundamentally, the serious packaging is engineering, and therefore product design or industrial design type of degree is quite useful because it gives you the brand and it gives you the engineering part of that. You can come into it through graphic design, and many do. They enter in through a graphic design, and so they work on the brand first and then getting interested in the packaging structures and move into that. Sometimes there are apprenticeships, I mean, sadly at the moment not a lot. And then there's the Institute of Packaging, or the Packaging Society's training, which gives you a diploma in packaging engineering. That's another way through. That's a postgrad thing to do. But I would say focus on the sort of more practical design end of things rather than the more graphic-y end if you want to get into packaging seriously. Patience is the one virtue a packaging person needs, because actually they sit right between the product developer and the engineering, the factory, the filling. So you have to understand both ends of the process. So you have to be able to speak two languages. You know, if you're just in product development, you can talk that and not have to worry too much about the factory part of it. But a packaging guy has to go into a factory and also communicate to a factory guy who's running the machine. So communication, patience. I think also this awareness of the marketplace. So as you say, the environmental issues are playing a massive role in the design of packaging today. Food waste is one of our biggest iniquities, and packaging plays a massive role in reducing food waste, and therefore it's not going to go away. And I would argue that as the population in the world increases and our resources become a bit more stretched, then packaging is going to play an even more important part. And I think if you're in Great Britain, or United Kingdom, shall I say, as we cut ties with the European Union, we're going to have to think about where our food comes from. And it might not be just as easy as bringing it in from Brussels or from Belgium or France. It might have to come from further afield, in which case the technology is going to have to improve. There's going to have to be real thought about the distribution chains. If you think of the power of Amazon and where Amazon have got to in the last, well, 4 months, I think Bezos put on £2 billion on his personal wealth in one day because of how many of us are using Amazon. They're moving into food. How does that work with the supply chain? How do you do .com food? So there's lots and lots of exciting things in those areas, really.